Sinha, Director Technical NCL. Our distinguished guest has put in more than 33 years of overall experience in coal sector of India and abroad. Dr. Sinha is presently deputed as Project Advisor in Ministry of Coal Government of India. He is a life member of professional bodies like Institution of Engineers, Mining, Geological and Metallurgical Institute of India. I consider it my great honor to welcome Dr. Untitled Sinha on the dais to enlighten us on the topic Opportunities in Coal. Welcome, sir.
Namaskar. Madam, thank you for introducing me. Let me have a little bit correction. Presently, I am not the project advisor in Ministry of Coal. I was earlier. Now, presently, I am the Director Technical Operation of Northern Coalfield Limited. At the onset, I must thank our respected District Collector, Meena sir, and the Vindhyachal management, particularly ED Vindhyachal, and distinguished guests. This is my proud privilege to be here on stage to talk on the topic of investment opportunities in Singrauli and how NCL is going to help you to develop these opportunities in the present and in the coming days. I have a small presentation. I'll be going through that. Before going through the presentation, I must appreciate that NCL as a coal company, today we are strongly poised, and the requirement, today's coal requirement, we are a part of that and helping to grow our power sector to fulfill the energy security and energy requirement of the country. ना वहाँ से कनेक्टेड है, वहाँ पे दिखा, पूरा दिखा दो, फुल स्क्रीन कर दो, हो गया? हाँ. Today we want to talk on the topic of what is the role of coal and Coal India in the Indian growth history, the role of NCL in India, particularly in Madhya Pradesh and Singrauli district, economy, employment, development, and present activities and future plan and its significance, production, projection, investment, diversification, new initiative, and opportunities for vendors, investors, employment, and overall development. Before going to the status of NCL, I'll request Pradeep to play a small video of 2 minutes, what the NCL stands at this juncture. Can you please?
आज का भारत बदलते वैश्विक परिदृश्य में एक आत्मनिर्भर एवं निर्णायक अर्थव्यवस्था के रूप में उभर रहा है। ऊर्जा क्षेत्र में देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने को संकल्पित कोल इंडिया की अग्रणी अंशंगी एनसीएल अबाध कोयला आपूर्ति कर अहम भूमिका निभा रही है। एनसीएल हरित खनन द्वारा 120 मिलियन टन से अधिक कोयला उत्पादन व प्रेषण कर देश के प्रगति रथ की अहम धुरी बनी हुई है। पर्यावरण संरक्षण एवं सामाजिक विकास के साथ सतत खनन के लिए कोयला मंत्रालय के मार्गदर्शन में एनसीएल ने एसडीसी की स्थापना की है। एनसीएल वृहद स्तर पर वृक्षारोपण के साथ प्रदूषण नियंत्रण हेतु लगातार नए कदम उठा रही है। कंपनी कोयला प्रेषण के लिए हरित माध्यमों का प्रयोग करती है एवं आगामी वर्षों में एफएमसी योजनाओं को पूर्ण कर 100% कोयला पर्यावरण अनुकूल विधाओं से भेजने हेतु प्रतिबद्ध है। एनसीएल ने देश के शीर्ष संस्थानों के साथ इको रिस्टोरेशन को नया आयाम दिया है। कंपनी इको टूरिज्म द्वारा स्थानीय रोजगार हेतु इको पार्कों का निर्माण कर रही है। व्यावसायिक विविधता के दृष्टिकोण एनसीएल सौर ऊर्जा प्लांट, अधिभार से रेत निर्माण, ऊर्जा दक्षता, पर्यावरणीय ऑडिट के क्षेत्र में तेजी से कार्य कर रही है। एनसीएल आसपास के समाज के सर्वांगीण विकास के लिए सड़क निर्माण, स्वच्छ जल, कौशल विकास, खेलों को प्रोत्साहन, सामुदायिक संरचनाओं का निर्माण, शिक्षा सुविधाओं की उपलब्धता, स्वास्थ्य सुविधाओं के विकास पर वृहद कार्य कर रही है। कंपनी ने सीएसआर मद में पिछले 7 वर्षों में 600 करोड़ से अधिक खर्च कर सीधे तौर पर 5 लाख से अधिक ग्रामीणों को लाभ पहुंचाया है। एनसीएल स्वच्छ कोयला खनन की जिम्मेदारियों को पूरा करते हुए सहभागी विकास की नई परिभाषा लिख रही है।
Thank you. The company, as on date, producing to the tune of 122 million tonnes of coal and having an pan-India coal dispatch of 125.7 million tonnes, stands as the 3rd largest coal producing company of Coal India Limited as a subsidiary company, and we have almost contributing 10% of the power generation of the country. So whenever you find a bulb or light glowing, please remember that 1/10 of its contribution comes from NCL, and that's how NCL stands. To make this possible and to have a development to the tune of 130 million tonnes in very near future, NCL is ready to help the country or to develop the country in its sustainable development. As you know, next slide. As you know, coal production, around 83% of India's overall coal production comes from Coal India. And Coal India is the single largest coal company in the world as on date. And thus the Coal India Limited has been continuously thriving its best to meet up the coal requirement of the country. Next, please. The coal production was been, as you can see from here, the coal dispatch has increased we have produced 122.4 million tonnes, and the graph of NCL growth is shown here. So gradually on an yearly basis, with the steep growth, NCL is trying to meet up the requirement. Next, please. Remote कहाँ है? कौन कर रहा है? उनको दीजिए, वो रिमोट दीजिए, ये आपके पास है। The NCL's requirement, as I've already told you, we have dispatched or we have supplied coal up to the tune of 125 million tonnes last year, and that's how the coal crisis was been tackled to some extent. The requirement, as you can see from here, the ambitious target of coal ministry to produce 1 billion tons of coal from the from CIL in this Coal India subsidiaries companies. NCL is supposed to produce 130 million tons by 23-24. So within a very near span, we are trying to achieve 130 million tons of coal production. The mines, NCL mines are modernized to some extent, and we are trying to make it mechanized, fully mechanized as much as possible. As on date, we have a departmental fleet of around 1,190 million numbers of heavy earth moving machineries, and out of that 23 numbers of drag lines and 103 shovels, 535 numbers of dumpers of 100 tons and 190 tons capacity. And that's how the departmental equipment fleet is to the tune of 1190 as on date. Apart from this, we have deployed different contractual manpower, contractual machineries, particularly for excavating overburden, and that the deployment is to the tune of 2,207. The capacity building in future also, we are trying to bring more number of heavy earth moving machineries to make the mines more productive and to cope up with the production requirement. To have a systematic dispatch from the mine stockpiles to the different customers, particularly through the railways, we are now constructing 9 first mile connectivity projects, FMC projects, having a capacity of 55 million tons, and that will increase the CHP capacity by 76% within a span of another 1.5 years. So the year-wise total sales requirement, as you can see from here, the sales requirement has increased over the years, and from 2017, the gross sales has increased from 17,000 to a tune of 23,000, and the expenditure has also increased to the tune of from 8,000 crores to the tune of 10,400 crores. So you can visualize the quantum of expenditure and quantum of growth NCL is making throughout the last 5 years. We are particularly with the state authorities or central authorities, particularly state exchequer, different form of royalties and other cess, and you can find that during 2021-22 we have paid to the tune of 10,000 crores. So the NCL's development strategy and NCL's contributions towards the development of the state is been presented here. During the last few years, NCL is trying to invest more in capital development, particularly equipment, buildings, and other capital spend. And that's how during 21-22 we could have an expenditure of 1,750 crores, and we are planning to increase to a tune of more than 2,000 by 26-27. The investment particularly in the various implementation status, particularly coal evacuation, we have spent 3,000 crores, social infrastructure 260 crores, HEM and other PM 3,000 crores, mine development 590 crores, and diversification 250 crores. So since 2021, we have had an expenditure of 7,100 crores. The different equipment, rising demand of coal handling, the crusher positions, the CHP requirement, the surface requirement, everything is increasing. And as you can see from this table. So, considering the demand and expenditure of the company and in the future growth plan of the companies, there is a huge potential of investment opportunities to this company, particularly with respect to its development in terms of building of CHPs, construction of various infrastructure, equipment development, repair maintenance. The contractual jobs are being already awarded for the removal of overburden to increase the capacity of the mines, and that's how the more possibilities of growth of investment lies in the company. We are parallelly with the mining of coal, we are also developing the area with respect to different other diversified projects, particularly solar power. Recently, we have already awarded a 50 megawatt solar power at Nigahi, and that will be available within a span of 1 year. Already rooftop solar power is existing. Another target of 280 megawatt is being proposed to be achieved by 23-24. One very ambitious project of overburden to sand is already been taken up. Already the plant is under construction at Amlori, and we are proposing to manufacture 1,000 meter cube of M sand, and this sand basically the substitute of the river sand, and will be available in the market at a much lesser price. The analysis, the test results, which has already been shown, and already this manufactured sand is being used in metropolitan cities already, and now it will be available economically at the doorstep in the very near to the Widen city. Now, apart from that, we are also planning to use the overburden material for like quartzite and some other rare building material, which can be used for the development of the road infrastructure or other construction activities. NCL is planning to develop explosive manufacturing plant with respect to ANFO, that is ammonium nitrate fuel oil explosive, and SME plant at this in its locality, so that we can use this plant for explosive for our mines directly. Niti Aayog has given us a target to develop a coal gasification plant, particularly to manufacture methanol, ammonium nitrate, dimethyl ether, and to use in the local region of Madhya Pradesh. This plant is being conceptualized, and a number of discussion was done with our Niti Aayog and Minister of Coal. Now we are preparing a detailed project report for developing coal gasification plant, and the site we have chosen, it is in near Gorbi area. as I have already told you, this manufactured sand, M sand, has different positive points that is being already analyzed and it is being used. Particularly, it has a very regular shape and the strength of the sand is equivalent to the river sand and can be used for all purposes. There is a possibility of segregating this sand to different sizes for coarse sand or fine sand and can be used for building of different infrastructure and buildings for the purpose. And this is be available at a doorstep and at every season, because normally riverbed sand is not being available during the month of monsoon months. So it will be available continuously at an area where you can have a consistent size and quantity and at a cheaper rate. We have developed different projects under CSR head, particularly Gaon Jodo Abhijan, through different road constructions, Aadhar for other basic requirements, Swachh Jal, availability of water in the region, Kausal Vikas, skill development for different areas, Swasth health development programs for different health areas in different communities, Khel Tarang to develop the sports activities and the sports personnel in the zone, Sab Satkar, the development of different infrastructure to have a penetration into the village level areas, and Swachh Vidyalaya Abhijan for the schools for better infrastructure and other developments. The Green Singrauli is our motto, and that's why till date NCL has planted in its overburden areas and its periphery around 2.53 crores of plants, and even in the difficult slopes of the overburden you can find that we have a green belt developed, and that is being a great help from our forest department, because they are helping NCL to develop and create this forest and to restore this land in future. Every year we have Vriksharopan Abhiyans, and this year also we are planning to have this Abhiyan in the month of June, July, August. Apart from the Vriksharopan Abhiyans, there are so many activities, particularly Eco Park development comes under this, and as on date we are developing Nigahi Eco Park near Bareja Pond. Foundation stone of this Eco Park with Jubilee Park at Block B has already been prepared and Eco Park at Khadia. So there are number of eco parks are being developed in this zone to make this area more eco-friendly. The various environmental initiative has been taken for particularly truck-mounted mist gun, surface miner with the crushing facilities, semi-mobile in-pit crushing conveying technology to improve the environmental conditions of the mines. Dedicated transport systems are being planned and are being developed. As you know, that we are developing a concrete road to have a pure, particularly for coal corridor to avoid the coal to be transported in the public road. eco-restoration to the degraded mining land. That is also, you can see from here, what are the activities were being taken up. Singrauli ecotourism, NCL has a very ambitious plan to connect Singrauli with the different heritage sites along with the mine site in the term of ecotourism. Basic purpose of this tourism is to develop the area, to make this area more friendly, more known, and to develop the economy of the area. There is small
बायोडाइवर्सिटी कंजर्वेशन के लिए एनसीएल, आईआईटी, बीएचयू और मध्य प्रदेश स्टेट टूरिज्म डेवलपमेंट कॉर्पोरेशन की तरफ से एक इनिशिएटिव लिया गया था सिंगरौली इको टूरिज्म सर्किट के फॉर्म में। और इसी सर्किट को प्रमोट करने के लिए हमने एक सिंगरौली एक्सप्लोरेशन प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया था अंडर आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव शहीदी दिवस के दिन यानी कि 23 मार्च को। इस इनिशिएटिव के तहत हमने विलेज टूरिज्म, इको टूरिज्म और माइन टूरिज्म को प्रमोट करने के लिए हम एक सर्किट के जो डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स हैं उनको कनेक्ट किया, जिसमें सोन घड़ियाल सेंचुरी, बगदरा सेंचुरी, एनसीएल की माइंस, पर्टिकुलरली निगाई माइन।
मॉर्निंग में कोल माइंस गए, वहाँ कुछ सीखा, बहुत कुछ जानने को मिला। लोग आजकल इंजीनियरिंग उतना कोर में जाते नहीं हैं, बट वंस यू कम टू दीज एरियाज जहाँ पे उसकी कोर की चीजें हो रही हैं, जो फील्ड वर्क है
कि कैसे पूरी माइनिंग होती है, क्या प्रोसेस होता है, कौन से इक्विपमेंट्स यूज़ किए जाते हैं, हमने काफ़ी अच्छे से एक्सप्लोर किया। हमें स्टेप बाय स्टेप हर चीज़ एनसीएल के थ्रू बताया गया। हमें काफ़ी अच्छा एक एक्सपीरियंस था वहाँ भी कि जो चीज़ें थी वो हमने आज तक यूट्यूब पे या गूगल पे कहीं पढ़ी थी, बट उनको लाइव अपनी आइज से देखना वो एक बहुत ही अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था।
और अपना संजय टाइगर रिजर्व, होम स्टे है जो मध्य प्रदेश टूरिज्म प्रमोट किया जा रहा है, उसको हम लोग यहाँ पे किए।
जो होम स्टे था वो काफ़ी अच्छा था क्योंकि हमने वहाँ के जो लोकल पीपल्स थे उनके फोक सॉन्ग्स, जो ट्रेडिशनल सॉन्ग्स थे, उनको सुना, उनके साथ डांस किया और हमने भी कुछ अपने सॉन्ग्स को ऐड करते हुए उनके साथ डांस किया, जो कि ओवरऑल बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था।
खाना जो तक खाना बहुत बेस्ट पार्ट था, घर का खाना था और टेस्टी था।
उसके बाद हम रॉक शेल्टर्स देखने गए, जो हमारे अर्ली ह्यूमंस है, वहाँ पे इतनी प्यारी प्यारी पेंटिंग्स थी और वहाँ पे बहुत सारी फैसिनेटिंग चीज़ें भी हैं। रात को हमने स्टार गेजिंग की, इतने सारे स्टार्स थे। कम टू दीज एरियाज, यहाँ पे जो नाइट स्काई दिखेगा, यू विल फॉल इन लव विद इट।
और अभी हम लोग यहाँ आए हैं, वाटरफॉल में आए और हम लोग यहाँ पे अभी जस्ट तुरंत नहा के निकले और बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है। बिल्कुल प्रकृति के पास है हम लोग। मेरी बेटी भी इन चीज़ों को देख रही है क्योंकि शहरों में हम लोग इन चीज़ों से बहुत दूर हो जाते हैं। तो यहाँ हम लोगों ने बहुत एंजॉय किया।
इस इनिशिएटिव से सबसे ज़्यादा जो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इको टूरिज्म के तहत हम लोगों को एक तरह से एनवायरनमेंट के प्रति जागरूक कर पाएँ और उनको बायोडाइवर्सिटी की इम्पोर्टेंस बता पाएँ। साथ ही साथ हमारा मकसद ये है कि जो भी आदिवासी एरिया है या जो ग्रामीण एरिया है, वहाँ पे एक रोजगार के नए हम लोग अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ क्रिएट करें, जिसके तहत हम लोगों ने विलेज टूरिज्म स्टार्ट किया था, जिसमें होम स्टे था यहाँ पे संजय टाइगर रिजर्व के जो आसपास के जो गांव हैं। दूसरा, इसके पीछे जो एक कोशिश है हमारी कि जितने भी एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूट या इंडस्ट्रीज़ हैं, वो लोकल ट्राइबल और विलेजर्स के साथ में इंटरेक्ट करें, उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को समझें और अपने सॉल्यूशंस उन तक पर्कुलेट करें। भले वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट के लिए हो या सॉफ्ट इंटरवेंशन हो, भले वो एजुकेशन हो या हेल्थ हो या दूसरे फील्ड हो।
हम लोगों को एनसीएल और आईआईटी बीएचयू का जो इनक्यूबेशन सेंटर था वहाँ भी हम लोग गए, वहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी देखा, चैलेंजेस देखे और वहाँ देखा जो एग्रीकल्चर के फील्ड में जो मॉडर्न प्रिसाइज एग्रीकल्चर है उसके फील्ड में बहुत अच्छा कंट्रीब्यूट किया जा सकता है। उसका कुछ काम जो है इन लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया है, जो मैं पहले सोच रहा था। और मैं देखा जो ये लोग रियल फील्ड पे वही चीज़ कर रहे हैं। हो सकता है मैं और नया चीज़ उसमें जोड़ सकूँ, बच्चे लोगों को मोटिवेट कर सकूँ।
तो आज हमने ये सब यहाँ पे विजिट किया, देखा, पूरा 3 दिन का हमारा टूर कंप्लीट हो रहा है। और सबसे ज़्यादा हमने ये चीज़ देखा है कि जब इस तरह के इनिशिएटिव्स होते हैं तो लोगों को दिलों से कनेक्ट करने का ये बहुत बड़ा एक साधन है इको टूरिज्म। ये नॉर्मल टूरिज्म से अलग इसलिए है कि यहाँ पे कम से कम इन्वेस्टमेंट के साथ में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों से कनेक्ट किया जाता है। यही है हमारा इनिशिएटिव सिंगरौली इको टूरिज्म सर्किट।
Thank you. IIT BHU Group with an NCL Incubation Center. They are really doing very good job for such work. Now, as you know, already NTPC knows this. We are allowing some of our old pits for sand fly ash dumping. This has been used for restoration of that land also and that peat also. Now, this is one of the important slides that how different, what is the quantum of association of vendor in our different activities, particularly with respect to civil. As you can see, as on date, 84 numbers of vendors are connected with a span of 22 crores on an annual basis. Electrical mechanical maintenance 115 crores, material management 657 crores, CHP and mechanized loading 3187 crores, overburden outsourcing 5543 crores, coal crushing transportation 530 crores, corporate social responsibility 124 crores, totaling to more than 10,000 crores on an annual basis. So we are already in the area for different vendor activities and with the help of different vendors, NCL is mining its coal. If you think about departmental manpower, we have departmental manpower of only 14,000 manpower, whereas contractual manpower operating is to the tune of around 20,000. Apart from that, the secondary and tertiary beneficiaries with respect to this for NCL is tremendous potential, and as you can already estimate, it comes to be around 4 to 5 times. Different CSR activity, the beneficiaries are to the tune of 2.5 lakhs, as you can see from the different CSR activities we are developing and we are doing. The NCL IIT BHU incubation centers are supporting in a different manner so that we can develop certain activities for CSR as well as for new initiatives. Already through the video you have seen that drone manufacturing and prototype successful trial run of multi-purpose drone development already been done. We have already created an Khadi handloom center in the near vicinity, in a near village, and that's how NCL's presence in the Singrauli district is. My humble request to my all investor here, NCL is one of the potential and growing company as on date, and the requirement of coal and the country's dependency of coal will continue to be there. So please come, please help NCL and help yourself grow. Thank you all for a patient hearing, and I'm personally thankful to our Singrauli, the chapter which the the areas which are helping NCL to grow in a faster manner and in a sustainable manner. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insight.